It's mentally handicapped people and the problem within. It's a weird situation that I put myself in. I bumped into a person who has mental handicap deficiencies. A very weird person. An individual who, in my opinion, doesn't even realize that they are mentally deficient. And I believe I made the mistake of giving them what I would consider an improper psychological evaluation. I gave them some advice. I told them a few things about their life, and it seems like they didn't like what they heard. To the point where it appears this very sad and pathetic individual is now angry at me. I don't know what to do about it except for uh, moving my chairs around. I created a YouTube channel last night because there was just many thoughts running through my mind. I'm telling you, I couldn't sleep. I felt not guilty, but kinda worried. Worried that individuals like this are very hard to understand to a certain degree. You have to put yourself in the mindset when you meet somebody and you make them feel bad about their pathetic lives. And I do say pathetic because trust me, if you met this person, you probably would throw up. Like they're the type of person that when you look at them, they make you sick. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's just weird. It's just weird. Like you have to be polite, obviously. You can't tell them that, but they physically make you sick. Like the pale skin, the really odd looking eyes, like just the face that you don't feel comfortable looking at. But having said that, in giving them advice based on my many years of psychological experience, which is none, I have an associate's degree that I didn't even finish, so go figure. Uh, it appears that I have offended the individual, and the individual now, for one reason or another, is actually in the back of my mind. Like I feel bad for the person. Not for what I said, but for the fact that they were living their lives in some sort of delusion. Like they didn't consider themselves to have any limitations based on their intelligence, their age, their ability to comprehend the world around them, social interactions. These are the type of individuals that cannot be around other people because they get very nervous, they get very shaky, their voice starts to vibrate, like they can't be in public. That's a funny word, right? Public. They can't be around other people. They have to be isolated. But here's the problem. Once they're isolated, they become angered at the fact that they are not surrounded by people. So they manifest these fake delusions of individuals around them. And trust me, I went into an entire psychological stint with this individual, explaining all this stuff, letting them know, there are groups and there are people that you can talk to, and you can get. But I think the individual took it as you are stupid, and I am not, and you should do this because I tell you. And I never intended that for whatever reason. I just, for some reason, come off like that, man. Like whenever I'm told, "Hey, look, I have this problem. How can you help me?" Well, I think you should do this, this, and that. Oh, well, who do you think you are? I'm like, oh boy. It's like, damn, man. It's so hard for me to be asked, "Hey, what should I do about this, and that?" And for me to respond, I don't know. Like, it's so super hard for me to do that. I still need two more equipment, and I need four more. It is super hard for me to just basically lie and be like, I don't know. Which I don't think should be a lie. I honestly should say I don't know. That way I can stop getting in trouble. But yeah, man, be very careful. If you ever bump into someone who has issues, both physically, mentally, or both, man, try your best. I don't even want you to be hypocritical and like, oh, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you, bro. Try your best to avoid this situation completely. Don't be too nice and don't be too mean, because both sides of the fence can have really bad consequences, man. That I'm talking about individuals that would become even obsessed with you. Like they become so into you, like, bro, you cannot imagine. It's almost like they fall in love with you because you're giving them the attention that they have not gotten from anything or anyone else in a very long time. Whether or not your intentions are good or not, it's not the intention, it's the attention that they're getting, and they become obsessed with it. So when you close off and you're like, all right, well, I'm not dealing with a weirdo over here anymore. Ooh, have you seen Fatal Attraction? Because ironically, I've never seen that movie. I've heard of, Sharon Stone opening her legs, and I guess you could see something. I'm not sure if that's true or not with that guy from Seinfeld, the mailman Newman. I guess he's a cop there. That's all I know about that movie. But the word Fatal Attraction, I guess, is, or am I confusing that with another movie? With that Glenn Close movie where she's like really really attracted to a guy, and then she like dies in a bathtub or something, but then she comes back to life at the end. I saw a parody of that in Living Color. I don't know which one of the two movies, but essentially the whole idea of attraction that is fatal. Be very careful, man, because these individuals, because of their low level of intelligence, they don't know how to contain their emotions, and they themselves mix anger with love, with hate, with obsession, with yearning, with wanting, and when you don't give them what they want, because they're too dim-witted, they don't have the intellect to act like a normal human being. They act out like any baby, like any child, like any mentally handicapped individual. They start hitting things, they start breaking things, they start trying to release their anger in a way that, is unfortunately very frustrating for them. And yeah, man, haven't you ever noticed, I mean, with the amount of mentally handicapped individuals we have in society, which is a big number, by the way. I looked it up, man. I didn't know there were that many people that had mental problems in the world, not just in the United States, like in the entire world. Bro, there's a huge amount, more than I thought. I thought it was a very low percentage, but no, there's a huge amount in the double digits, man, for percentage, with people around the world. And have you ever noticed that these people are never put in prison? They never go on crime sprees. They never like commit rape or acts of terrorism or any of those things. Or I'm not gonna say rob banks because I'm not gonna give them things that require thought. They're too low level intellects to actually go through plans and do all that. They don't have that brain capacity. But like the dumb stuff, the just running around naked in the streets, or I don't know what else a person that doesn't have all their cognitive tools would do. Steal someone's car and drive it into a river. Uh, Mess with kids. Like, have you ever noticed that these handicapped people never do anything bad? Isn't that weird? Like, it's almost like they're the future of humanity. Like, they are what humans are being turned into, which is a very domicile, domesticated to a certain extent, because they could tie their shoes, they can eat food, they can go to the bathroom. Well, in most cases they can go to the bathroom, but they're very docile. They're very whatever you tell them they do, zombie like, and they're in the workforce too. They have jobs. You'd be surprised, man. Like, they ring you up at the cash register, they take bags to your car, they park your car, they pick up your trash, they deliver your mail. Like, bro, you'd be so surprised the type of individuals and the jobs that they have, that you would think, damn, I thought that type of job required some. No, man, no, it really doesn't. Remember, I'm not talking about like the guy that's like on the side of his bed drooling, that needs a wheelchair to be driven around. I'm not talking about that type of handicap. I'm talking about mental deficiency. I'm talking about human capacity to grow and learn, very limited, very subdued. Maybe the friends that you hang out with when you're watching the sports games. Wow, I gotta see if the Panthers won yesterday. I turned off the game when they were up in the second quarter. After the second period, they were up 4-0. And I was like, wow, man. I don't want to say it's a done game, but yeah, that third period, I got other things, man. I need a job. I had to do some other stuff, but I gotta see if they won. But the guys you go to the games with, "Hey, let's go, team." That I'm not trying to say these are, no, that's that's far and extreme. That's an advanced version. That's already a mentally disabled individual. I'm talking about mentally handicapped, which women, what do they call guys? Emotionally handicapped? Wow, we've been doing for 15 minutes. I'm telling you, man, I had one of those nights where I was just, bro, my mind was just going through so many things. And again, an amateur psychologist, I am not. I do have a few studies when it comes to psychology, but I find it fascinating that humans can go through all these trivial emotions, this roller coaster on their own personal life, and not have anyone to show it to, like not be able to express it to other people. And that's very frustrating, man. It's very frustrating. They try their best to get your attention. Just stay away from these freaks. Like when you're speaking to someone and you can understand that they're kind of out there. The world is flat. Oh yeah, man. Hey, man. You know, thumbs up and walk away, dude. Walk away. Oh, the government is a bunch of lizard clones. Yeah, bro. I've been saying that for the longest time. Wait, hold on. Damn, I'm getting a call. I'll be right back, bro. Get in your car, drive away, dude. I'm telling you, man. It's a very large group of people out there, and I don't know. I don't know what it is about them, but they have such hatred for people that are not into their thought process. Like anyone that thinks different from what they do not talk about religion with these people. Wow, I have to yell that to you. Do not mention religion. Because man, the moment you cross that religious bridge, hi ya Alpha 5. Bro, I'm telling you right now, was Alpha 5 Mexican? From Power Rangers? He used to do that. Ay Zordon. I don't know if we can do this, man. I don't know if he said that Meng part, but bro, do not talk religion with these people, dude. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is the one road. Talk about flat Earth. Talk about lizards in the government. Talk about clones. Talk about anything you want to talk about. Talk about magic. Talk about Harry Potter. Do not talk about religion with these people. Because I think the limited capacity to think based on emotional stress, mental deficiency, all that stuff, right? I think that combined with religious aspirations to believing that there's a higher power out there that somehow, some way, they will one day be living in quote unquote heaven, where now they're no longer mentally deficient. Now they're the smartest person, they're the tallest person, they're the fastest person, they're the prettiest person, they're the youngest person. All that crap that they think is gonna happen when they die, which yes, I'm sorry, that is one place where I do say crap. Because, bro, I hate to break it to you, but if you honestly believe that when you die you're gonna go to a better place than where you are now, with your family, with your loved ones, with your money, with your car, your house, your Xbox, your video games, your friends, your religious beliefs, bro, if you honestly believe after you die you go someplace better than this, man, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't want to burst your bubble because everybody has their own, beliefs and what will happen to them after they pass. But I have a very hard time believing that after you die, you somehow start living. I can't live in that fantasy, dude. I can't. And whenever I say that to people, man, it's almost like I crush their dreams. Like, wait, what? You're telling me that this horrible life that I have, where I work 40 hours a week and I make less money than I can actually spend? You're telling me that where this place where all the stuff that I have, I don't actually own, but I owe to either a bank or a credit card company? This is the actual life? No, no, it's gonna be up there when I'm, with my. Come on, man, come on, come on. No, come on, man. Man, I don't want to break your heart. I don't want to destroy your delusions. But come on, man. Use some sense. You're alive. Punch yourself. Touch yourself. Pull your skin. Feel. Cut. Well, don't cut yourself. Feel that you're actually living on this earth. Get a phone. Call somebody you haven't spoken to in like 5-10 years because of some stupid argument you had, or because that you don't like the way they live their lives, or maybe you don't believe in their religious belief. Whatever reason you have, communicate with them. Connect with people. Go outside, interact, man. Live life, enjoy it, or anything. Bro, I'm telling you, I stayed up till like 4:30 in the morning yesterday, so I have a lot to talk about.